finding your ultimate strength as a martial artist. Hi! Ooh. Welcome back, Grasshopper. Hope you're having a great day. Now, as a martial artist, fighter, ever since I was a kid, I was into Bruce Lee movies. My dad just so happily made me watch a Bruce Lee movie, and that was it. It just clicked. Fought some boxing when I was younger in elementary school. When I got as an older adult in my 20s, my early 20s, fought some mixed martial arts. After I was done with that, I got kids, opened up a gym, trained a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys. I had a strength and conditioning gym, blah, 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 blah. Now, throughout my whole life, I'm 34 now, I was always trying to look for the ultimate power, just to power up this body, to be extremely strong as a warrior, martial artist, fighter, lover, father, businessman, you know. And to the martial arts, now that I'm older, I like to kind of live my life in this martial artist perspective. Now, as a martial artist, you got to understand that there's two types of arts. There's the external arts where you do your sets like karate, kung fu. You kind of just flow everything. Hi, one, two, three. You know, the external arts. Then you have the internal arts. Things like Tai Chi when you're really just meditating. The internal arts, the spiritual arts. This is where the strength lies. Now, if you're watching this video, please forgive me, because once I expose you to these things, your mind will have no other choice but to ponder on these things, and your life is going to start adjusting. But as just a man, it would be a disservice to you, my loyal subscriber, for me not to give this to you. All right? For a lot of you, you guys been following me since TikTok. You guys seen the rise of my TikTok. My TikTok blew up. I kind of put that on the side and I came into this YouTube space. Then the YouTube just blew up. And for a while, I've been living my life by these principles. And these principles, these laws, help me to find my ultimate strength as a martial artist, as a man. And it's helped to slowly level my life up. I mean, the scenery is changing. When I started my TikTok, I was in like a 3-bedroom house. Now I'm in a 4-bedroom, 2-story townhouse. I mean, like, things are getting bigger. Everything in my life is growing at a pretty rapid pace, just for the positives. I mean, it feels odd for me, for my life to move in this direction of just abundance, almost stress-free. I mean, I still do have problems, understand that. But like I said, the ultimate strength, I'm able to deal with my strengths. I can look at what's going on and kind of just have peace knowing that I have the strength to overcome whatever comes my way. Now, the ultimate strength, the internal arts. You know, I live my life by these 3 principles, and it's helped me a lot. I just want to pass it on to you, help you find yourself. And, you know, in a sense, I'm not trying to be selfish, but I am. You know, if I help you with these principles, maybe, just maybe, my kids can grow up in a better environment. And I know if everyone on this earth were to live by these principles, dude, things would change rapidly. Because they're changing rapidly in my life. Now, the internal arts, the spiritual side. These are 3 spiritual principles. Some of you probably heard of it. If you haven't, I'm going to give it to you now. If you did hear of it, you're going to hear it in my way in which I understand it, all right? Now, the 3 principles. The law of circulation, the law of reflection, and the golden law, the law of treat others the way you want to be treated. This is like, you know, like I said, as a martial artist, I really just wanted to maximize the strength of this body. I it started off very, very small. Like I was fighting in the ring and I got into strength and conditioning. I'm actually CrossFit certified. So I got knowledge on just like diet, nutrition. I mean, I can get into all these terms, all this science, but I realize all of this physicality, it starts from within, from the mind, from the heart, from the spirit. So there was a point in my journey where after I had my little strength and conditioning gym, I closed it down. I did some personal training, and I was really having a, if you want to call it, spiritual awakening. And I dove headfirst into spirituality. Dude, I read the Bible many times. A lot of what I'm going to say is from the Bible, but I've read many ancient texts from warriors, Viking warriors, samurai, Bushido Code, the Way of Budo. I didn't get too much into Chinese martial arts, but same thing. Chinese, Hindus with Shiva. You got Krishna, Hare Krishna, the Vedas. I hope I said that correctly. The Bhagavad Gita. All these ancient texts, the Emerald Tablet of Thoth, pyramids, everything. The wisdom of what I'm about to give you has been written many times over. When I read the Bible, I kind of was disappointed because, as a kid, I went to church. And when I read the Bible, I was like, dude, I didn't hear any of this. But when I read it with my own two eyes, I was like, it's talking about something else. And this is what it's talking about, right? Well, not what it's talking about, but to me. And these three laws that I peeled from these ancient texts helped my life dramatically. Helped me to even like get the abs, all the skills, fighting wise, everything. Okay. Now, number one, the law of circulation. This one is simple. The law of circulation, the yin and yang, everything is a circle. What you put out, you're going to get back. This one I had a hard time with because, as a fighter, what are you giving out? Dude, I'm giving out blows and, you know, as a fighter, that's the life I was in. I was training hard 6 days a week. I was trading blows at my sparring partners in the cage, trading blows at my opponents, and that's what it is. What you give, you will get back. The law of circulation. Now, on a deeper sense, okay, as a martial artist, I looked around and understanding that all these cultures had multiple gods. Even if we want to talk about the one highest God, whatever God, okay? I'm not going to try and make this religious. I'm going to make this as basic as possible that you understand, okay? Every religion, every warrior, every martial artist back in the day would get on their knees and pray to a war god, okay? They'll get on their knees. Let's say the war god is called 1,000. They would pray to the war god 1,000. Let's just say that's what the god's name is. They get on their knees. God of war 1,000, please give me the strength to overcome my enemies. Understand. This is what I came to understand, okay? Reading all of these ancient texts, getting into spirituality, looking at Tai Chi, all these katas, all these spiritual warriors, whatever. The gods. The God. Any God. Goddess. God. Their greatest strength is in the ability to give. Sit and think about that. Now, let's say you pray to the God of war. Okay? God of war, give me strength to defeat my enemies tomorrow. You go out to battle. Dude, you lose an arm, you lose a leg, you lose basically all of your army. And the enemy basically takes you over. Now, knowing the night before you prayed to this God of war, how would you feel about that now? You would think this God that you prayed to wasn't as strong as you thought he was, right? So, all the gods, goddesses, whatever you pray to, the God of peace, the God of love, their determining fact of their strength and their power is in their ability to give you what you're praying for. Woo! Took me some time to understand that. No priest ever told me this. Okay, I had to figure this one out on my own. I actually learned this from a Muay Thai guy. They say, they ask these Muay Thai fighters, "How do you guys have all this conditioning?" And they're like, "In order to get energy, you got to give energy. In order to be energetic like me, understand. There's times where I'm extremely tired, dude. I work out extremely hard. I'm like physically, something is always somewhat aching, but I know this law of circulation. In order for me to receive energy, I gotta give energy. It's hard for you to be something if you don't give it first. And this is the law of circulation. The way I was able to lose fat was I wasn't taking in so much food. I take in little, but I move my body a lot. I'm circulating everything. Same thing with my mind. The more things you read, the more things I would watch, the more they just sit here in my head. I gotta express some of it, whether it's through physicality, working out, or writing a post on Instagram, or making these videos. If I don't let this information out, it's gonna run wild in my head. Okay? So, the law of circulation, if you wanna have a good life, understand what you're putting out is what you're gonna get back. I'm at the point now where if I think in my head, like I see somebody, we could be doing something and they get a little scared. Oh, no, no, no. I'm thinking in my head, like, dude, stop being a fucking bitch and just get the fuck out there and just do it. Now, I gotta catch myself because in my head, I'm judging them and I'm giving them like low key hate, like, stop being a pussy bitch motherfucker and just go do it. I'm nervous and scared too, but just get the fuck out there. All right? I'm at the point now where my thoughts, I gotta watch my thoughts because not only the greatest warriors watch their actions, they also gotta watch their emotions and the thoughts they put out because they're extremely sharp with their reflexes. They're extremely sharp with their mind. In order to defeat people in the ring, dude, when there's a crowd watching you, like I've fought in front of like a big packed out ballroom. Like my opponent got his family, his girlfriend, his kids. We're coming out to ring music, center stage lights. In order for me to block all of that out and do what I gotta do, my mind has to be extremely sharp. Now on this journey, I'm understanding that this sharpness of mind can affect people. And if I'm thinking negatively about someone, it's gonna return back to me. And that comes in the form of internal strife, so to say. So let's say like we're doing something and like it's your turn to step up to the plate. I did my share. Now it's your turn and you, oh, no, no. And then I'm thinking like, bitch ass motherfucker, what the fuck? Now, when the moment is gone and I'm sitting at home trying to get some sleep, internally I'm going to be thinking, fuck, I should have been nicer or I should have motivated that person a little better. And that's just what it is. That internal strife. I can sleep extremely good. There's a lot of haters saying, oh, your workouts don't work this. They're not based on science, this and that. Dude, I sleep really well because everything that I put out, have been putting out on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, is what helped my life genuinely. Okay? So, when I'm at night, all the haters, like, I don't get bothered by it because it's what actually helped my life. I'm giving out what strengthened me, what gave me this, whatever, skills I have. Now with these spiritual principles, I'm giving out three of the things that really enhanced my life. So what you put out, you're going to get back. The law of circulation, understand that. If you have blockages within your mind, you got to let some things go, dude. Same thing like the art of forgiveness or all these things, dude. You got to understand that it's the law of circulation. Like Bruce Lee said, be like water. Water flows. You gotta evolve with the times and you gotta understand that what you put up is what you're gonna get back. Sometimes, quick example, like with the kids that I train with, two brothers, they're young, they're like 13 and 11. And they're my partners. So we're doing drills, we're hitting like workouts with this line head, and sometimes I look at them like, they're getting tired. One of them will say, oh, my hand's sore. I just tell them, What's wrong, bro? Come on, let's go. And even though I'm being a little harsh on them, I understand the law of circulation. The way I speak to them is how I would want someone to speak to me. My line dance teacher, the one that pulled me in, he does the same thing to me. He'd be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like if we're doing a drill and he sees me getting burnt out, he'd be like, "What's going on today?" I respect that. I would love to receive that type of motivation where they give you that look like, bro, stop being a fucking bitch. I know you're stronger than that. Get your shit together, hurry the fuck up, and do these thrusters. So I talk to these kids and I motivate them the way I would want to be motivated. There were times when I was a youngin, back when I was fighting MMA, and these older guys, these guys who are pros, they would look at me, they'd be like, Ches, are you sore? And I would be hurt, dude. I would have bruises on my eyes, bruises. I would have like bruised ribs just from all the body shots, ground and pound. And I'd be like, I would have a fight scheduled, and the pro guys, they'd be like, Ches, are you hurt? Are you hurt today? Because you're kind of moving slow. I'd be like, yeah, I'm kind of hurt. They'd be like, bro, if you're hurt, get the fuck out of here. Cancel your match. You know, you're supposed to do 2 matches, then you can fight for the title. You know what? If you're hurt, just cancel it, get the fuck out of here. And like to me, I was like, I understood the game, bro. Like they were getting paid to fight. And they needed serious guys around them because we all each help each other. And the type of motivation they gave me is what they needed to motivate them. This law of circulation, and this is how we leveled up as fighters. Same thing with the line dance. This is how I level up as a line dance performer. My teacher gives it hard to me. I give it hard to the kids. And guess what? Whatever I put out to those 2 brothers, I am way comfortable to receive that type of motivation back because I need it, dude. Look at me. I'm tattooed. I can't just be patted on the back. Oh, you're doing a great job, Ches. Like, I need to be kicked in the ass, bro. Like, I'm a fucking pussy. Just tell me exactly how it is. Whatever intensity I put out here, especially with this video, the way I'm swearing, dude, you don't get to look like this. Have the skills I have by, oh, good job, good job. Fuck no. But I understand the law of circulation. Like, I was hooked on drinking. I was hooked on drugs. I had many vices. In order for me to kick it and be this man for my family, for you guys on YouTube, there's a level of intensity and violence that I gotta bring this shit to. And when somebody gives it to me, Ches, you're fucking up. Get your shit together because you got kids. I respond to it. So same thing. I'm not gonna teach you a sugar-coated way. The way that I get motivated through just fucking sheer intensity is what I'm gonna give you because it helped change my life. It helped genuinely to change my life. So that's the law of circulation. Whatever you put out, you'll get back. I learned now from the Bible as well. Like when you forgive 7 times 7, however many times you got to forgive, because however you got to forgive is going to come back sevenfold. It's somewhere like that in the Bible. But I'm not trying to get all religious to you, but a lot of these ancient texts, if you just read it with no opinions about it, dude, you're going to learn a lot. Now, the law of circulation. Number 2, the law of reflection. This one is a crazy one, all right? Now, the law of reflection basically states what I see in you is what I see in me. Now, if you get inspired by me, understand that what you see in me, you see the abs, you see me moving and grooving, you see me talk the way that I talk, you even see the mustache. Understand that's something within you. Inspiration is inside of you. Inspiration. What you see in me is ultimately within you. And what I see in you is what's within me. Now, the way I learned this is because I'm so intense. Before, I could be very judgmental. I could look at somebody and they could be like, I'd be like, bro, you acting like you bad, but I know you're scared. You're not pushing it as hard as you could be. And why could I see that? because I saw it in myself. Understand that life is a game of perspectives. The famous quote, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That is true because it's a game of perspectives. I may throw something away. To me, internally, mentally, I see something, that thing as trash. But when I slide it in front of you, you'll be like, dude, I could use this. Everybody sees things differently. But understand when you look at someone and you be like, that guy's a bitch. Understand, you could only understand what that person is if it was within you. Like that when somebody farts, you smelt it, you dealt it. You cannot see something in someone that you didn't see in yourself. So same thing. Like I'll go back to this line dance group. Everything I see in everybody, I know is something that I see in me. The line dance teacher that pulled me and him, I pull towards his personality the most because he's very intense. The way he plays, he's very intense. God, I'm fucking very intense. And the way he drills things, it's like, it's up my alley. He inspired me. The type of his play really inspired me to just go ham on this line dancing thing. And what I saw in him ultimately is what I saw in me. The brothers that I train with what I see in them, the potential they have to be strong, athletic, and extremely good is what I see in me. There's a one of the older instructors. He's badass at drumming. I watch old videos of him. He does like kung fu sets. Dude, I am extremely inspired. What I see in him is what I see in me. His son is extreme. He's very elegant with his stances. He's very knowledgeable. What I saw in him is what I see in me. Everything around me, this plant, this Chinese hutch right there, it's all a reflection of me. These tattoos is a reflection of me. Everyone around me is a reflection of me. And the way that I see them is a reflection of what's going on within me. The way you change this is by bettering yourself. When I was overweight, fat, just eating ice cream, I was down on myself. I knew that this Ches that speaks this wisdom, does all this martial arts stuff, line dancing, he was in here. But when I was fat, eating like shit, drinking beers, I would see guys, I'd be like, that guy's a pussy, this guy's a bitch, what the fuck is this guy looking at? Fuck this guy. Oh, she's being irritating again. Stop nagging me. I had all these negative things around me. And that's only because I had negativity about me. I knew I wasn't being my best. I was still being a fuck off bitch of a man. Yes, I had all these kids, but my habits were shit. I still was drinking, just like wasting time. Even though like I thought I was a good guy to the love of my life. You know, I'd treat her out, we'd go do this. I knew I could be better and give her something more. I knew that I could be a better father and give them something more. I knew I could be a better martial artist and give you guys something more. But I was too busy just being a jerk off bitch of a motherfucker and just fucking off and just not giving a fuck and not being disciplined to my shit. Oh, I'm swearing a lot. It's all right. But the law of reflection. When I was fucking off with my daily habits, yeah, I would look at one person. I had all this negative thoughts about people. Then I realized with this law of reflection, the only reason why I see these people and I'm very negative about them, it's because I'm very negative towards myself. I'm not treating myself the best way possible. I'm not thinking the best thoughts. I'm not doing the things I need to do to be my best. Once I got here, everything changed. I see potential in everybody. I see you could be this, you could be that, you could be this. Damn, you're working hard. You're inspiring me. Everybody's inspiring me. I'm learning something from everybody. I'm having good heart-to-heart conversations. Everything is leveling up the more I level myself up. Your surroundings will change once you understand this law. Everything in your surrounding. If you think people are your problem, bro, you just being a fucking victim bitch ass of a man. It's you. The sooner you start leveling yourself up and you stick to it day after day after day, dude, your outer reality will change. This is a reflection of what's going on in here. The people around me are a reflection of the company I keep within myself. Dude, my line dance teacher is a beast of a man. The other guys, the chief with the older guy that does the drumming, the president of the club, he's a beast on the drum. Everybody in my club are beasts. They're either beasts or they have the potential to be bad. And my kids have the potential. That everything around me is a reflection of me. And that's only because I chose to stick to habits that build me to be my best. In the ancient text, they call that alchemy. Everything I touch turns to gold. But that can only happen when up here is golden. And the way that it's golden is I gotta level up myself first. I gotta love myself first. To the point where I know my thoughts towards others, everything that I'm doing only strengthens me and everyone around me in a positive manner. Even though I talk like this, extremely intense, I know that this intensity helped me to be a good man, loyal, dedicated, honest. Not just getting the abs so I can take your money. Fuck no. Like, fuck the money. Like, we can go out, work out, lie and dance, like have a good time and just be at our best. I'm not trying to take anything from you. It's an extremely good life that I live. I used to be plagued with desires of like drinking and just addicted to food. Now I'm just addicted to seeing other people grow. Just so happening it comes in a very intensive manner. But it's okay. Now the law of reflection, understand that everything outside of you is just a reflection of you, okay? And knowing that, I understood that whatever I saw in someone, okay, I'm going to give you a key. Whatever I saw in someone that I didn't like, I understood that to fix that, I either heal them or like, let's say if I see like, looking at you. If I look at you and I see that you're playing it safe, you're a bitch, and you could be doing more. There's two ways I can heal this internal strife that like causing me to be a hater. One, I give you the direct path that I know to help you get over it, or I find where I am not being my best, where I'm being a bitch and where I'm playing it safe, and I heal that within myself. I go over the edge and I push myself to be better. This is how I'm able to sleep extremely good at night, because the law of reflection and the law of circulation, what I see in you, I see ultimately is coming from me. So if I don't like something about you, you're reflecting something to me that's within me. And with the law of circulation, to cut off that hate in my heart, I'm going to give you what you need to heal it. If you're not going to accept it, you know what? I'm going to give it to me. I'm going to circulate it back to me. Where am I being a hater to myself? And I'm going to heal it. Eventually, my surroundings will change. The law of reflection, understand this. If there's 5 crackheads around you, okay, that you're hanging out with, there's a guarantee that you're the 6th crackhead. That the law of reflection, that, what is that? Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You are a sum total of the 5 people you hang around with. Dude, you hang around with 5 dummies, you're going to be the 6th one. You hang around with 5 broke motherfuckers, you're going to be the 6th one. You hang around with 5 beasts of motherfuckers that are good to their family, don't drink, don't smoke, are super honest, guess what? You're going to be the 6th one. The law of reflection, all right? What you put out, law of circulation, what you put out, you will get back. The more you keep putting out good, the more your environment and reality is going to be reflecting back to you what you're putting out. Now, the golden law. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Dude, in the Bible, understand, when I read the Bible like cover to cover many times. I understand it's a big yin and yang. Now, in the beginning, the front part of the Bible, the Old Testament, you got the 10 commandments. Don't do this, don't do that, 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 don't do this. Everything is don't. God was like, fuck, I tell them not to do shit and they do it. It's like the law of attention. Whatever you focus on will grow. So like, do not murder. Murder is still in the sentence. So people are still murdering. Oh, do not steal. Oh, do not steal. What do I... Everybody was like, don't do this, don't do that. They did it. They had the things that they shouldn't be doing, but they didn't know what they should be doing. Now that's where the New Testament came in, the second part. Jesus, okay? He said, dude, 2 laws. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your might, all your strength, whatever. Okay? Then the second one, love your neighbor as you love yourself. The first half, the yin and yang, white and black, the masculine, feminine. One was like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. The second half, just love. I made that last video. Everything comes down to love. Dude, just love. If you were to just treat others the way you want to be treated, dude, your life, this is the law of circulation, the law of reflection. Your life would dramatically change. Understand, if I still spar guys, like, I'm all right with getting punched in the face. I'm going to treat them the way, a lot of times, some guys need that type of motivation. Some guys, like, are really on the edge and they can be a harm to society, even themselves. I was like that. Dude, with my fucking intensity, I can get angry. If I didn't get into like mixed martial arts, especially Brazilian jiu-jitsu, grappling, wrestling, my boxing skills, I would have been out punching guys in the face. I mean, I already was doing it, you know. And worst comes to worst, dude, I wasn't all there as a teenager. I'd be riding around with guns, pointing them out the window like a dumbass. And of course, the law of circulation, man. Shit came back and I was playing the victim. Like, dude, how come all these guys, they want to jump me? I'm fighting all the time. These bigger guys want to hurt me. I had to sit with myself and understand, fuck, maybe it's what I'm putting on. Ches, wake the fuck up. So, dude, the golden rule, just love others. Just love others. The type of love I need to get my ass moving, to like stay focused, keep this inner strength, willpower, to be the type of father, lover, to the love of my life. That man that I need to be. I need tough love sometimes. And, you know, love has all different types of shades. You know, I don't want to talk about any other, you know, in the end, generally, love is love. Treat others the way you want to be treated, dude. Like, you know, with the Lion Dance Club, with the 2 brothers, I do my best to just, I know when I was their age, 13, we went to, I was in a bad kids class. I went to on a field trip to a jail. I remember this one dude walked up. He had like some fucking thick ass arm. But he was kind of short, but he came in cool and calm. He told me to take off my slippers. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, you ain't gonna get your slippers back unless you answer my questions correctly. So he gave like a presentation, and at the end, like, he would ask us, okay, what did I say? What did I say about this? If you didn't answer it correctly, he was taking your slippers home, your shoes. And like, I was like, but he had this demeanor where he was like extremely calm. You know, his shit was busting out of his shirt. Dude, I remember it clearly. He had like the biggest jaw, neck, and traps. And I knew like his knuckles was all busted up. Like, you know, those old school karate guys. Like, I knew this guy is like just in his cell. And I was 13. Like, it inspired me. But the way he talked to me, he looked at me like, he was like, bro, I will do more than just take your slippers. Like, I will flip you upside this cell. You think all these guards are going to stop me? You know, I kind of needed that. Because I was a fucking nuts mental head kid, dude. So with the kids, you know, I was 13 and I needed that type of motivation. I needed that type of love. I was like the only child growing up until I was like I think 15, my sister came into the picture. And, I needed that, like, that older male figure. So with these kids, like, I don't want to sugarcoat anything for them, for these brothers. When they grow up, of course, dude, life as a man, I'm not going to try to be like sexist, but, as a man, you're going to face some challenges, and as a man in this day and age, your pride is going to be tested. And if you're not strong internally, dude, you're going to be driven to do some stupid shit. You're going to like just really act out of character to impress people. So, the type of love that I give these kids is to show them that if you work hard, you can go home at night and just be like, bro, I worked extremely hard today. I'm extremely proud of myself. I don't have to do anything crazy to impress anybody. And this is one thing, okay? Another key is just self-validation. Dude, I don't have to go jump in the ring. I don't have to go have sparring wars with people. Dude, I know the work that I put in. With these videos, what you guys see on YouTube is just a little minute part of my day. Me being a dad. Here's one of my strengths is that my girlfriend, since we've been together almost like 5 years, she's never had to open the door once. Once. I will always run around the car to open the door for her. Never. Even when I was angry at her. There were some times she did beat me to it. Like she would be mad, she would just run. Because she knows that's my thing. And she knows that's part of what gives me confidence as a man. I can speak this way without my shirt. Not because, I do like 500 abs, 500. No, because I'm a fucking gentleman. And since I've been with her for the 5 years, she's never had to open her door. And that's one of my strengths. Self-validation. I don't have to go out and hurt people. I don't. My son, the love that I give my son, the love that I give my kids, the hard work that I put in for my line dance teacher, the love that I give to my parents, there's no need for me to fucking, how would you say, express my power through violence, self-validation. And the type of love that I give the brothers, these young boys, just trying to be that older brother to them is something that I wouldn't mind getting back. Because I'm like, I can be a very tough shell to crack, and I need that hard type of love and inspiration. But, in the end, that's what it is. Just treat others with respect, dude. And that's why I say train hard, be kind. Do your best to be your best, dude. So that way when you sleep at night, you carry this great feeling, that sense of pride. Everybody tells you not to be prideful. Understand that you need ego. Like, you need an ego. Just point it in the right direction. Like, I will stand on my ego knowing that, dude, look up. I have a video that has like 1 million views. You know how much guys I probably saved with that video? They can be at home just hitting push-ups. They probably were going to kill themselves. I will use my ego for shit like that. Be proud of the good things that you've done for yourself and for others. Knowing that you're not a piece of shit just ruining people's lives. So, just love others. Love others. Have respect for others. Respect yourself first, so that way when you walk out into the world, you're not like so hating on people so much. It's easy for me to hate on people when I wake up early in the morning, I hit my workout, I drink my coffee, I write down good shit in my journal, and like I hit my abs. Like, dude, like I walk outside the door, I'm just like, hey, what's up? Good morning. I say hi to all my neighbors. I ain't hating on nobody. Because why? Because I did my best to be my best. And because I'm at my best, I'm vibrating at a different frequency, and I'm just loving myself, loving others. If you hate on me, I understand that's a personal problem. I used to hate on a lot of people, and I realized it's a personal problem. It's because I'm fucking overweight, drinking, and I'm not being my best. I'm not loving myself. All this hard work, training hard. Dude, it's a form of self-love. It's hard for you to love your life if you're not doing things to love yourself, dude. Doing drugs is not a way to show that. Even though you may get intoxicated, dude, of course, like, you're going to have these problems. You drink a lot of beer, you're gonna have liver problems. Like, understand, don't confuse love in the moment and long-term love. You know, if you love something, you're gonna preserve it, preserve it. So you're gonna serve your body with things that are good for you so that it'll last. So the law of circulation. Whatever you put out is gonna come back. And you know, if it comes down to it to violence, fuck it. I'm well aware that if I throw my hands at someone, I know what's gonna come back. And I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it. But to be a good and honest man, I'm gonna give out just love. Because I would only like love. To be honest, honestly, I would like someone to just love me. So I'm gonna love them first, whether they like it or not. Okay? And sometimes if it's tough love, fuck it. It's tough love. I like tough love. Alright? The law of circulation. Number 2, the law of reflection. Everything you see in everyone. If you're looking around and you're just like, dude, I'm surrounded by bitches. Understand you're a bitch. You're a bitch. And that's just what it is. Level yourself up. Whatever flaws you see in anybody, once you fix that within you, everything should change. Even your environment. Like I said, like if you're surrounded by 5 crackheads, you're probably the 6th crackhead. And if there's 6 crackheads in one area, in a room, the room is probably gonna, if I walk into the room, I wouldn't even have to like ask anybody. I'd be like, damn, looks like a bunch of crackheads live here. If you want to have strength, inner strength, strong friends, be strong inside first. You'll see it in all your friends and your environment will change. You're probably going to be in the gym. If I see 5 big buff dudes and you're the 6th one, you're probably going to be buff too. And I'm probably going to see you guys in the gym. It's the law of reflection, dude. Whatever you see in your environment, in people, is within you. Okay? To change your environment, change that shit within you. Then, the last one, the golden rule, dude. Just, I'm not going to say treat others. Love others. Just love people, dude. You will forego all of these things. A lot of you guys have these fears about becoming a fighter. And it's because low-key, you know in your heart that you're about to hurt someone for your gain. And that's a hard thing to live with. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I'm trying to be this path. I want to be the greatest mixed martial artist, but I don't know if it'll be worth it. I don't want to put in all this work. Because deep down in your heart, you know you're about to go hurt someone for your joy. So you can be this tough guy. And understand, like, now that you've watched this video, dude, what you put out, you're going to get back. And you got to just, whatever's coming back, bro, just take it like a man and understand what's going to come back to you is what you put out first, all right? So just love others. Just love others. If you want to be the greatest mixed martial artist, you want to make $1 billion as a UFC fighter, understand you got to give the same opportunity to your opponent. And this helps level up the game, you know what I mean? And a lot of guys who are fighting, they understand this. Like, what you put out, you're going to get back. If this guy's going to make $1 million from fighting, from me punching him in the face and losing, I got to be able to accept that too. And that's just what it is. Be a fucking man about it, all right? So, training hard is a form of self-love. Being kind will activate that law of circulation. Be kind. Be strong. Be kind. You're going to give strength. You're going to give kindness. Guess what? People are going to strengthen you. People are going to be kind to you. And that's just the way the world works. I wouldn't be telling you, I knew about these things, but I don't give things out that I haven't had results from. All right? Just try this out. Try this out. This is a long video. Hopefully, just sit. You don't have to believe in what I told you. Just sit and ponder on it. Meditate on it. If you want to fuck off the information, whatever. All right? But these 3 laws are what help me grow everything that you guys are seeing. Keep me lit. Keep me smiling, strong, and to internally know that I am a good man. And that's all I want for you, to know that you're a good individual. That way, if we do meet up, we're both solid individuals. I don't have to worry about you taking anything from me. We're just going to be feeding off each other's energy, leveling up everything around us. And that's the way that it should be. This is how a man can use his willpower for good. Build yourself up to be the best that you can be. That way you're not taking shit from people. All right? Take this into heart. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. And always remember, train hard and be kind. Until next time, let's go.